Welcome to our Threads of Success podcast, where we engage with accomplished slow fashion entrepreneurs and industry thought leaders like yourself, shedding light on their journey and their digital transformation efforts to drive business efficiency and growth. So, today presenting Reema Bajaj, the innovative mind behind Fabcoast, a sustainable and stylish brand dedicated to women's bottom wear. Fabcoast expertly combines comfort and flexibility, showcasing a stunning array of organic colors and captivating prints. So that's from my side, Harima. I would like to kind of hear from you about the brand, but before that, probably you can start with bit about your experience journey. I read that you have 17 years of experience in fabric and design. So if you can tell me a little bit about your background, that will be great.
You know quite a lot about me. How is that,
And
Amit?
that's the only thing I know, but I just reading about your background a little bit, but that's what I found. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
See, I come from a textiles background.
yeah,
Since childhood, I have seen my parents
mm,
working with people, and they have this dyeing factory, dyeing house in Jaipur, which is almost 45 years old. And
yeah,
I've also seen my mother designing clothes for her kids, and they were so beautiful that initially I never liked them. As a child, I never liked them, but then as I was growing, the fondness grew, and somewhere deep down it was in me also that I would want to design clothes someday.
yeah.
And then I started my journey, I think, in 2007. Yes, so I started my journey with my father's factory. I started working there. So that's how it all began.
Okay, okay. And like you had uh, you had been working from since 2007, and then you and when did you like start thinking about creating a brand? Is it like separately you were running something, or how that
So
initiated?
from 2007, in 2007, I never thought of making a brand because I was unaware of this branding thing.
Yeah,
Because in that times, people were not aware of brands. They were aware of good quality products.
yeah,
They would want to go to the conventional shops, in Jaipur city, and whichever is selling good products, they would buy that. So there was no brand awareness in those times.
yeah.
But then I was doing something different. I knew that
Mm,
somewhere I knew that I'm doing something different, and I started with hand block printing. If you
okay.
are aware of that, because I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah,
Bengal also has its own printing style.
yeah, yeah.
So my first company was Koshin, actually, which I established in 2010, and I ran it for almost, let's say, 2000 till 2000 um 21. Yes,
Okay.
for 11 years. Yes, Koshin was there, and a lot of ups and downs I saw, just like any other entrepreneur. And
Mm-hmm.
then this Fabcoast idea came to the co-founder's mind, because I was
Okay.
very good with the textiles and designing, you know, and he was very good with marketing strategies, how to go digital. He is very good at it.
Mm-hmm.
So, we came together, brainstorming did, and then the idea came that why not start something different, something which is lacking in the market. There was
Mm-hmm.
a gap which I found. So we started Fabcoast India, and we started in 2022.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
Fabcoast India is not quite old, but yes, being me as an
Idea.
entrepreneur in textiles business is quite old. Yes.
Okay. Great. Great. That sounds nice. And like I was also intrigued by the fact that you guys focused on only bottom wear. So yeah, that's probably the gap that you realize. So why bottom wear, and how did you like come to that conclusion?
Okay, so because I have an experience of quite a long time,
Hmm.
I saw that, every brand, companies, all type of shops, they all are concentrating on, the top wear.
Hmm.
Ladies would either buy some, legging or some regular salwar. They were not looking for they were not getting actually a good quality bottom wear anywhere. And I
Mhm.
think still very few people are taking care of the real what do you say, the quality of bottom wear.
Yeah.
um, because they come cheap, so people think that we can buy 8 or 10 pieces together, and we can wear them for a year, and then we will throw them, and then we can buy another set. But this is not how it goes. And now the awareness about sustainability, environmental issue, it's
Mhm.
spreading everywhere, and big brands are also working on it.
Yeah.
So I think even I realized, being a woman, uh, you know it was easy to find a nice top, a nice kurta anywhere, but it was not very easily, not very easy to buy a nice churidar or salwar, or maybe something, a nice plazo. So that's where I realized that women needs good quality in bottom wear as well. So that's where we started Fabcoast India. And as of now, I'm quite convinced that, we are making a good product, and we are getting good
Mhm.
feedback as well.
Okay. Okay. And don't you feel like if you sell the bottom wear to the clients you're selling, obviously you're creating a niche, but eventually you'll have the client base and you can upsell top wear as well, because people who are buying bottom wear they're also looking for, but you
I have
can
started
be
that.
upselling
I
all
had
that as
to.
also. Yeah, that's like that's natural. Probably as an entry point, that's a good idea, as a good strategy to get into. Definitely.
Actually, what happened? We have few customer base which oftenly buy from us our bottom wears,
Yeah.
and they were demanding for upper wears also. They were like,
Yeah,
please
they will.
introduce some
Yeah.
kurtas also.
Yeah.
It's ऐसा नहीं है कि top wears नहीं है.
Yeah. Yeah.
Market is full of nice kurtas,
Yeah.
online and offline both. But then something is called brand loyalty. मुझे एक जगह से, अगर हिंदी इज ओके राइट, हिंदी
Yeah.
इज
Yeah.
फाइन,
Yeah. Yeah. Anything is fine.
तो अगर मुझे एक जगह से कोई एक चीज बहुत अच्छी मिलने लग गई है, तो
Okay.
आई वुड एक्सपेक्ट कि वो मुझे एक और चीज ला के दे, ताकि मैं भी उसको मैं वहीं से मैं खरीद लूँ, मुझे उसके लिए कि दूसरी जगह नहीं जाना पड़े. So that's how we introduced 3 4 styles in upperwear also.
Okay.
So not much, we're not working much on upperwear, but we will eventually, we will come on, work on kurtas as well.
Okay. And okay. And like the within bottom wear, if you think like when you launched, like what are the range of products that you offered, in the sense where where were you creating the differentiation? Is it the textiles, variation in textiles, colors and prints on price point? How do you go about it?
I think everything works together.
Okay.
Price, material, the colors, the size fit, everything has to go together.
Okay.
Initially, we also, like, for example, I introduced churidar. Let's say I introduced
Mm-hmm.
churidar,
Mm-hmm.
and somewhere churidars are out of fashion. But deep down, people know that churidars are, a elegant product. It is better than any synthetic product.
Mm-hmm.
But then, to make people want more churidars, to make them wear more cotton wears, I have to keep my prices little competitive,
Mm-hmm.
right? A little lower than the other products, so that people start buying, start wearing those products, which might be out of fashion, but which is very eco-friendly, which is very body-friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to introduce those basic colors which are required in daily life.
Mm-hmm.
For example, if I introduce, let's say, something in neon color, which might people buy once but not again, they might not rebuy that. So, thinking that, keeping that in mind, I introduce very basic colors like black and white and maroon, which
Mm-hmm.
people would want in their wardrobe and would go with any other top wear, a kurta, which is called a capsule wardrobe. So
Mm-hmm.
we introduced our bottom wears, which works as a capsule wardrobe more. So they would be
Okay.
buying it, yeah, they would be matching them, buying them again and again.
Okay. So, by capsule wardrobe, what do you mean exactly? Can I
Capsule
know?
wardrobe, capsule wardrobe.
What do you mean
So,
exactly?
okay, so capsule wardrobe is, for example, a set of a set of black and white. Let's say I bought a set of black and white
Collection,
churidar.
small caption.
Yeah, yeah. So it will go with many other kurtas. I
Okay,
can
got it.
pair
Got
the
it.
white color with many other
Yeah,
top
yeah.
pairs, the black with, that is what is called the capsule wardrobe.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, the concentration was on more of capsule wardrobe.
Got it. And if you may recollect when you launch initially, what is your strategy? Like how, like when you're about to launch, how did you go about it? Like launch like one collection, online, offline. What is the initial strategy, and how did you acquire the first customers that you have got?
See, my first customer was through Amazon.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Yeah. And if you talk about strategy, then again, the first thing I think a business person should do is how to enter the market. And to enter the market, you should always be introducing something which reaches to the mass.
Hmm.
So, see, I tell you one thing. As a young entrepreneur, a few years back, I wanted to make expensive clothes, plant-based clothes,
Mhm.
uh, something which stands out in the crowd. But then, how many would buy those clothes?
Hmm.
Maybe 2 out of 10 would, afford those clothes. If I
Yeah.
plan to sell, let's say, a salwar for 2,000 rupees, so I have to understand how many people will buy those 2,000 rupees ka salwar and
Hmm.
how many would buy 700 rupees ka salwar and not compromising the quality as well.
Hmm.
Without compromising the quality, I how to how with to how many people I can really reach. So that's where my the co-founder, the one with I'm associated with, because he's very good at marketing. So it was his idea to launch something which mass will buy. So
Okay.
I think this strategy should be used by many of the entrepreneurs these days, and they are not doing that. Because
Hmm.
in one of my business models, I know you are not aware of another business model which we run through Fabcoast
Okay.
India,
Okay.
where we are giving chance to the startups and the young entrepreneurs who want to establish themselves as brand. So
Okay.
we came across many people who are actually making wonderful products,
Okay.
but they are not keeping their prices competitive in the market. And
Okay.
that's why one or two people are buying out of 10 or 15. They
Yeah.
can actually reach to many people, many customers, but because they are keeping their prices high, so a very limited customers are actually buying their product. So what I think a strategy should be, first reach to the mass, generate revenue where you can actually stand your business. And
Hmm.
unless you are capable enough to run your business for 2 3 years or establish yourself as a
Hmm.
great company who makes good product for a long time, you are not considered as a brand. And I don't think that people would just jump listening to the price of your product. So if
Hmm.
I open a showroom, and not even showroom, as I'm selling online, so if as under the label of Fabcoast India, if I sell products priced for 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, making a wonderful quality, and I expect that people will definitely buy, I think it's a wrong notion. So let's be practical.
Hmm.
We should first reach to mass. We should keep our prices competitive without,
Hmm.
I would again say, without compromising on your quality.
Hmm.
And then after some time, once you have established a great customer base, then I think slowly and steadily one can introduce expensive products under the brand name. This should be the
Understood.
strategy.
Understood. And can you elaborate on this? Like you gave a chance to a lot of new young entrepreneurs and startups. Like they are able to sell on your Facebook platform.
No, no.
They
We see
how did you do
the
that?
second model which I'm talking about,
Okay.
Fabcoast India. We have introduced a new model where we are approaching. Oh, actually, people are approaching us. We have just marketed our that model, and
Mhm.
where people are approaching us to sell their product. In this company, what we do, let me explain a little bit about the model.
Yeah, yeah.
In that model, the companies can actually outsource their sales. Now, what do you mean by outsource their sales? You just have to sell your product to us, whatever prices you give, okay?
Mhm.
And then after that, we will be doing everything which needs to be sell to directly to the customer, like marketing, budgeting, strategizing, advertising, everything we look after.
Okay. So they'll be selling through a platform, online platform. That's what I mean.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
through our platform.
Under your brand or under their brand?
No, their brand only.
Their brand. Oh,
Umbrella
so
would
it's a
be Fabcoast
marketplace.
India. Yes, yes, it's a
Yeah.
marketplace.
Marketplace.
And we will be giving everything which is required to make their company a brand.
Okay. Okay.
And there we realize that people are actually making nice products, but they are unable to reach to the correct marketplace, to correct customer. Why? Because they're
Mm.
actually keeping their prices quite high.
Mm.
And nobody is going to buy these expensive products from somebody who is just unknown to the market.
Yeah.
See, we are not Zara, we are not Marks and Spencer, we are not Adidas or Nike, we are not working from last 50, 60, 100 years. We are just new to the market, and there's so much product, so many products out there in the market, so much competition. So if you want to stand out in the market, you must have a strategy first to reach out to the mass and not just
Mm.
establish yourself as a, expensive brand. You can do that later, on a later stage.
Yeah.
If you
True.
cannot generate that revenue, your
Mm-hmm.
company will not survive.
Mm. Mm.
This
True.
is what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is what people are doing these days. Even initially, this was my notion as well. When I started my business, I
Mm.
was keeping my prices quite high, but I was lucky. If I talk 17 years back, I was lucky to get very good customers. They were,
Mm.
they were buying my products. But now, after 17 years, if I say I would sell some single product in 3,000 or 4,000 to some new marketplace, people are not going to buy that. I will not have that great customer base.
Understood. And it's
Yeah.
strange that you chose Amazon over like Mintra or uh, all the fashion marketplace like Ajio and Jabong. Like
And
why
we are doing
Amazon?
great on Amazon. We are the best
That's
sellers.
it's because of the price point. Because I see
No,
mostly
no.
fashion brands are selling over Mintra and Nika and
Myntra is a
Ajio and
fashion
everything.
place for sure. I would also
Ah,
prefer Myntra over Amazon. But once we started selling on Amazon, there were a lot of strategies we were making every weekend.
okay.
Sometimes we were keeping our prices lower than the other competitors. Sometimes we were
Hmm.
keeping them high. A lot of fluctuations happened in last year. And then we realized, passing all these fluctuations, our customers became loyal to us, not because of the price, because of the quality as well. See, price and quality goes hand in
Hmm.
hand.
Hmm.
I cannot sell my product like other people in 3 or 400, because then I have to compromise on my quality.
Yeah.
But at that point, we wanted to penetrate the market. We
Yeah.
wanted to make the name.
Hmm.
Sometimes we were
Understood.
also, we were not making profits, not even break even point, but we
Hmm.
were just making our name in the market. And then when we raised the prices, those customers were buying in those prices as well.
Hmm.
So because
Get
they
it.
realize that we are giving them a good quality product.
Hmm.
So this is
Got
what
it.
I'm saying. After some time, once you are
Hmm.
established, then you can increase your price, and then you can think about earning profits.
Hmm. Yeah, good to know. Good to know that Amazon also working out very well for fashion segment.
Then you have to work a lot on Amazon. There's so
Yeah,
much. I would say
competition.
Amazon is a hidden treasure.
Okay.
If you can actually learn how to sell there, you can sell anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. I know, but as a fashion category, I was not very certain about Amazon as a
I know that.
right
I
place
know
to
that.
be. Yeah, yeah,
I know that.
yeah,
It is
yeah.
not
Great.
known for the fashion category. I know that.
Yeah, yeah, true, true. Okay, that's great. So at the moment, after you have launched and you have grown, like what are the sales channel are you utilizing right now? At once I see online, that's what is that the only channel that you sell through
No,
apart
no,
from Amazon?
Amazon. Apart from Amazon, we are selling on other channels as well. But then we are selling through our website also, and there also we are getting a good response.
Yeah.
But as of now, we
Mm.
are concentrating more on Amazon, and now we are concentrating on the outside country also.
Okay.
because now we know that we are doing great and we can do great, we can do
Mm-hmm.
better.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, we are doing, we are
So how are you doing outside countries? Like through what channel? Is it through a website or
online only, online
through your
only.
website?
Amazon, yes.
Oh, Amazon. Amazon
Website
Global.
is there, website is there. See what I tell you. To sell through the website, you have to advertise a lot.
Mm.
Without advertisement, you cannot sell through your website unless you are established brand,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So if you want to sell on Meesho, again a good platform. If you want to sell on Flipkart again a good platform. You want to sell on Myntra, again a good platform. But then you have to understand that every platform has their own rules and regulations.
Mm.
Yes. So once you are through with them, you can sell there also. So right now, I'm like, since the winters are over and the season is back for us because we deal more in cotton wear. So now
Mm-hmm.
we are concentrating on our website sale. So we are posting on Instagram and Facebook, and we are getting response there as well. So
But you
now
said that
Amazon is steady, and now we are
okay.
concentrating on our website sale.
Now, I just want to understand, like internationally, you have to go. Do you use Amazon Global? Like in the sense, do you like keep your stocks outside India or something like you're selling from here?
We have
B2C you're
people.
selling, right?
We have people. B2B,
Uh,
B2B. We have people
B2B
there.
you're selling.
Yes,
B2B
we
mainly
have.
you're selling.
Yes,
Huh.
yes, yes.
That you can. Okay. Okay. Great. And if I may ask, like about your website a little bit, do you have idea of how it's working? And I see that you've built on Shopify, and I mean, how your experience like so far, in the sense
It is
working with that.
great. We are getting, the same customers are buying our product through website, irrespective of the
Mhm.
prices there. So
Mhm.
I think we are getting good response on website as well.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And for marketing perspective, you said you have to advertise in marketing. Uh, what are the channels that have been most effective for you so far? And
What are
what are the
the
processes, channels of marketing channels? For example, how are you doing marketing at the moment? Is it through social media or some other
through
areas
social media? Through social
mainly?
media. Yes, mainly social media. Yes.
Okay,
So
and
we have a
that's
marketing team. We have a marketing team, and they look after
okay.
the entire advertising process.
Okay, and it's in a sense B2C probably it's easy to kind of get into. B2B when you talk about it, sometimes social media probably not the right channel,
No, no,
right?
social media is not the right channel. You
Ah,
might get some mileage through
mhm,
social media for B2B also. But
mhm,
then for B2B thing, I think a great networking, good connections, are appropriate than advertising on
mm,
the social media. Social media is good for B2C, right?
great, great. And when you talk about the customers, because I've realized, and a lot of the customers probably you understand them. Who are these customers like? Like, you can define like what kind of customers are they? How do you kind of understand? Do you have a process to kind of understand these customers? Like, who are these who are buying from you?
Um, Not very particular, but sometimes we are surprised when, a very young girl is also buying our product. And
Mm,
sometimes we are surprised when a 70-year-old woman is buying our product, but
mm,
majority is a middle-aged woman. Whether
okay.
she's working, I mean, whether she's into corporates or a teacher, a working woman outside the house, or
Mm,
whether she's a homemaker. So they are buying, the middle-aged women, let's say from 35 to 55 years, the age,
mm.
the age range is buying our products.
So, how do you kind of understand these customers? Do you talk to the customers, or is there any other process that you have set up?
Sometimes we happen to talk to the customers. Sometimes people like to, give order while talking to us. They feel satisfied. They do not
Hmm.
understand, buying online. So they want assistance. So we
Hmm.
give assistance to them to, select the right choice for them. So that's
Got
how
it.
we understand that who is buying our product.
Yeah.
And because I'm in this business from 17 years, and once I used to, work offline. For
Yeah.
11 years, I have worked offline and came across hundreds of women. So I know which age would buy what. See,
Hmm.
exceptions are always there. I would not say that I'm an expert, but I do understand women mentality somehow, whether she's a housemaker or working woman. So I understand that. and then
Got it.
people feedback when they, post something, some testimonial, or when they post something on our website. So we
Mm,
came to understand what kind of
mm,
people are buying our product and why they are buying, what made them choose that particular product. This is how it helps us to understand. And then we have market analysis team also, which tells us that this product is going great and you need to make a little change in such product. So
mm.
we are working in both ways, practical experience and then market analysis team, both.
Got it. And you said that you have experience with offline, right? A lot of them. So, are you only like fixated on online for Fabcoast, or are you trying offline as well? Because you already have experience, you might as well
Yes,
like get
we
some
are
success there.
selling offline also. Fabco's products are also selling in offline in the northern region of India. But
Okay. Yeah.
now we have started, not much time. I think it's been 4 or 5 months only.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So, yes, I think we will do great in offline as well because since I understand mentality of a women and I know which region is going to buy what kind of product, so accordingly, I think we will do great in offline as well. And we are
But
doing
it's
okay as of now.
not your own store, right? This is like through other retail stores. It's something you
Some
went.
localites do come sometimes, they're passing by
Okay.
and they do come at the warehouse,
Okay.
expecting that this should be some shop. Said, okay,
Okay. Okay.
come and they buy. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Just switch gear a bit about your like this because I think you have a lot of experience in the sourcing and marketing, manufacturing field as well. So how is your process set up around that? Because from textile to design to making the products, how is sourcing and manufacturing them? Is it in-house
Entire,
everything?
yes, it is in-house. The
Okay.
entire production process is Jaipur based. We have
Okay.
also outsourced our products to some other factories also because it is not practical to get things in just one factory. So,
Yes.
but the entire processing, the entire manufacturing is done in Jaipur only.
Okay.
And yeah, everything is going there. And we have our in-house process also. As I said, my father has a dyeing factory, dyeing processing house. So,
Hmm.
and that's why I am sure that I'm not going to give a bad product to the customers. So everything
Okay.
is under the surveillance. So
I
I know it
understand.
is going to go great. Yeah.
Okay. So you means everything from fabric to the final product is
Making. Yeah. Yeah.
everything is in-house.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
lovely. And how is your like manufacturing capacity like in the sense how much is there? You have a very high cap, but are you utilizing the cap fully? Because it's small in-house, then you'll have to
No, the
analyze and plan
capacity,
it accordingly.
I think I can always expand whenever needed.
Okay.
So as of now, we are doing okay.
Hmm.
And if we plan to expand, and if I, plan to make 10,000 more products, I can do that in a month. There is no big issue. So 10,000 is nothing. So yes, we can make.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
always a space to expand. Yes.
Okay. Great. And I think you have a lot of in-house team to look after different processes. How do you manage and coordinate amongst your team? And I believe all are like present in office, right? There's no remote concept in this.
No, no, no. Our marketing team is working remotely because
Okay.
they are Bangalore based.
Oh,
So they are, yeah, some are in Bangalore and
okay.
some are in, within our office also, and few are in
Okay.
Chandigarh also. So yes,
Okay.
people are working remotely, but
Hmm.
then obviously we need few people in house also. So there are people offline and online both. And if I'm
Okay.
traveling, I coordinate them with, on a video chat or even sometimes on a call also. Otherwise,
Hmm.
I'm always there to, look after the process.
So these are remotely, but they're working for you only, not
Yes, yes.
freelance agents. Okay.
No, no, no. They're working for
Okay.
us only. Yes.
Okay. And about how do you track their productivity if they're working up to the capacity? Is there a way that you coordinate or because remotely sometimes it can be challenging, right?
See, yes, it is challenging. Obviously, it is
Mm.
always better to, sit face to face.
Yeah, yeah.
So we have, we make strategies. We
Hmm.
make, let's say, we make plans on weekly basis.
Okay.
And then on every weekend,
Hmm.
we discuss things, what went right, what went gone, what could have been better. Then, the people give their feedback. what did they try new, what did they do, then we ask them, then everything happens online, the
Okay.
people who are working remotely.
Okay.
We have weekly meetings, and then where we discuss everything, whatever
Okay.
happened in that week.
Okay. And like, I'm also asking from the point of view, do you like, how do you, what are the tools in this case? Like, for example, you're using to track their productivity or track their work, for example, is it just the normal tools that you use in a regular for Excel and everything or PowerPoint just to kind of connect? Or are you guys using something, build your own in-house tools to from manufacturing to productivity to everything? Have you guys focused on a little bit of all the processes, managing how to kind of optimize the processes because
For
of a large scale?
warehousing, like for warehousing, we have WMS. It is
Okay.
important. It is important. Then when you say designing, so the person who's designing the website, or who's working on the website, or who's designing the social media thing, they have their own platform, they have their own applications to think.
Got it.
And yeah, so I think, and you know what? I think in today's date, where artificial intelligence is prevailing over every business, I
Yeah.
think before you require anything, the application is there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So I think if I require something, thing will be already there in the market. I just have to ask, and that's
Yeah.
all. So
Yeah.
right now, yeah, so we have everything what we need, and the improvement and the processes are they are ongoing. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot stop at using just one. Yeah, I'm using this Google Meet and I'm done with it. I can always explore, Zoom. I can always explore Microsoft Office. There are other things.
Hmm.
So you can always do that.
Understood. Understood. And I think there's one aspect that you are probably very closely managing is the designing part, right?
Yes.
How big is the design team and how would you manage and what are the process of designing? Do you do more hands-on than like digital and tech packs and everything? How do you go about it?
Okay, so because I look after the design, I always pass the final design.
Mm-hmm.
We have designers, and they sometimes they give us their ideas that, ma'am, let's go with this design. This is going to work this time in the market.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, it is always the high street fashion which sets standard for the people like us. So we look after the market as well, obviously. And the designers which work with us, they always give us new ideas, as I said.
Mm-hmm.
And we experiment. We experiment with different materials. Then we
Mm-hmm.
experiment with different sizes and shapes and the colors.
Mm-hmm.
And once we are convinced, once I am convinced that yes, this thing is going to work, then the final product is done. Then we do sampling, the sampling unit done, do the sampling, and then once the sampling is done, we go for the other things. We go for the photo shoots, and then we
Okay.
launch it.
Okay, and like from the design, when you initiate the designs, do your team does mostly on hands-on like hand sketches and everything, or you guys use tools to kind of create the
Both,
digital
both,
design, both, right?
both.
Okay.
Well, I am a more conventional person, so I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
things on paper. I
yeah. That's
really
what
do
I.
that. Yes,
Yeah,
I appreciate things on paper, but
yeah.
few of them, they have good hands on artificial intelligence, so say design there also. So I have to
Oh,
appreciate that also, because
I understand.
somebody, we have to go with the time.
Okay, okay.
But
Nice.
yes, I am a more conventional person, so I go with the paperwork.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. That both are like there's no right or wrong. And I feel that you have a lot of people to kind of manage and different functions. How to find these people? What are your processes, policies around recruitment, finding the right talent? How, how to searching for them? What is the process like?
LinkedIn is a great platform to look for good candidates, actually,
Okay,
but it doesn't give you a surety that you will get the right candidate on the first time.
okay.
So I think this is how people, this is what others do. We also are doing. We are
Mm,
posting on the LinkedIn whatever requirement we have. Then
okay.
people apply. Then we go. The HR takes the interview, and then the
Oh,
interview. After the
lovely.
interview rounds, we select the correct person. This is how it
Okay.
goes. Yeah.
So, but LinkedIn, okay, LinkedIn, I have an expert personally, but LinkedIn, me, you're saying that you can. post and you get enough candidates through LinkedIn itself.
Yes,
Get the right
there are people who are looking for jobs. Actually, there are a lot of people
through
looking for
LinkedIn.
jobs. Yes,
Huh.
through LinkedIn. Yes. So it's a
The,
great platform.
definitely, definitely. Okay. Okay, so that's kind of brings down to the last segment, which is the rapid fire. We
Okay.
have discussed a lot about your business, understanding your business, and your brand as well. So I'll share just few basic questions. You can respond to them. So first one is, if you have to name one platform or resources that has the most significant impact on your business, while whichever part of business it is, what that platform will be.
You mean online or offline? I didn't get it.
It, it can be a platform or resource kind of tool or anything that you're using on a day-to-day basis, which you
Hmm.
can't like live without for the business. You know.
No, there is no tool as such. I think my mind is better than any other tool.
Okay, that's
No
better
tool.
than. Okay, okay. No, that's great. And if I may ask, like where, from the point of view of manufacturing to designing, where do you feel that you need little bit of process management or digital transformation? Where it's lacking, it's more manual happening, probably not getting the efficiency that you want to get. Which part of the business do you think you need?
I think marketing.
Okay,
Aggressive, more aggressive marketing.
okay. So, okay, at the moment, it's a lot more manual. That's what saying. It's not able to kind of see that how to scale the marketing effort, right? That's what.
Yeah, we are working on it continuously because,
Mhm.
it's not easy to say. I mean, it's not correct to say that I have covered the entire marketplace in just 2 years. It's an ongoing process. So I think marketing needs more concentration, more focus. If you talk about the digital transformation, so
Mhm.
more in marketing, I think, because manufacturing has to be manual. You cannot do manufacturing on digital platform, right?
I understand. Yeah,
And because I'm a conventional person, so when it comes to designing as well, so the paper is good for me. So
yeah,
digital marketing, digital transformation, so only marketing, I think that is the only place where I think digitalization is important. That's all.
true. True.
Because
Okay.
we are more on online, right? So
Yeah, that's what, like, you guys
yeah, there we
decided to
need it.
online, so you need,
Yeah.
yeah, that surely. And are there any innovative products or concepts in the current fashion landscape that you see, probably other fashion brands, so whatever happening in the fashion world globally, that
Mhm.
excites you, that like more exciting in the recent times?
When people are making leather out of cactus or
Okay.
plants or trees, right? That
Okay.
is, I think, exciting. And I hope one day we are really going to stop using skin, animal skin on our bags
Okay.
and shoes and belts or jackets. That
Okay.
excites me when, we will be able to buy, which will be approachable because they have just started. So the products are really going to be expensive and not, a normal person cannot approach that.
Okay.
So once those
Do you know any brand that's doing that, from that you see the leather out of cactus? Yes.
In India, I think somewhere some young people are making it. I'm not sure. I've seen it on Instagram.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
not. I do not remember the names of those people. But somewhere in India, somebody
Mm.
is making those
Okay.
leather out of cactus.
Cactus
Yes,
and
I'm
everything.
aware of that.
I have heard about this one brand, which is very popular brand, which is based out of Kanpur, Food.com. I think if you have heard about, they make
Yes,
incense stick. So they
yes,
have
yes, yes,
vegan leather as well, made out of the flower.
yes,
That's
and the
something they're
holy
trying.
colors as well, which are
Huh.
eco-friendly.
Yeah,
Yes.
colors and everything, but they're making leather as well. So that's
Okay.
something they're, yeah, they have product, but I don't know how much they're selling
But
that.
again, this is, it's not for the mass. I think that the prices are, I mean, they're their choice. I would not,
Yeah, they
I
are
have no
little
right to
premium. Yeah,
criticize them. Yeah, they're selling premiums. So
little premium.
someday I hope a general person, a normal person can buy you like you and me. So
Yeah, I understand. And if you have to like any particular fashion and business that you admire, if I have to name, uh, which business that you look up to, like which fashion business if you see in the fashion world? that you really admire?
Zara is my favorite.
Okay.
And above that, Eli Sahab. I think he's from Paris somewhere. I
Yeah,
appreciate his
yeah.
work. I appreciate his work. He makes beautiful dresses and wearable also. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe someday I will do that much, that much for my brand as well.
Definitely, definitely. And why Zara, like for the example of their diverse, their like the design variety and the
They're
scale.
not just designs, but their
Hmm.
quality is also good.
Okay.
Because I am wearing Zara from quite many years now, and
Hmm.
I just do not feel like discarding their clothes at all.
Yeah.
They're so wearable. They are so, whenever you just buy those clothes anywhere, and you
Hmm.
always feel comfortable. You always feel stylish. I always feel confident. So that's why I always appreciate Zara.
Understood. Okay.
And if I talk about Indian brands, I think the Indian handloom has that capacity. Like your product, Amit, they are so beautiful. I can't tell you. Recently, you have
Thank
launched
you.
these stripes, the one you're wearing.
Okay.
You have launched these
No,
stripes. I mean, they are so beautiful. The summers are approaching, so I'm going to buy them.
definitely, definitely. We are trying to kind of cater to another side
Your
of
products are
India.
beautiful, no doubt. Your products are beautiful. The
Thank you so much.
Zamdani work, the stripes, and everything you're making, they're so lovely.
Yeah, I feel for us, it's all the admiration goes to the artisans who are making it, whom we are just a person to kind of share the
But then
story.
you are the source. You are the
Yeah,
source. Yes?
yeah, we are trying to be, but thank you. On similar lines, are there any particular individual or business person, entrepreneurs that you look up to that serves as a source of inspiration for you?
Two people.
Okay,
One is Tata,
okay, Ratan
Ratan
Tata.
Tata, as of
Okay,
now, and second is my father.
lovely, lovely.
Because his business journey, his journey, since I understand, since I remember,
Hmm.
I think it's beautiful. It's very inspirational.
Okay.
And I actually, when I started my business, I used to discuss things with him only, and we could talk for hours. And he could make things so simpler for me to understand that
Hmm.
I could easily apply that in my business.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, it's
He's a great businessman, let me tell you. He started with zero and he has built his empire, his name. People know him in Jaipur. Most of the exporters know him. So I feel proud. I take pride in, calling myself his daughter. So yes.
that's
And yeah.
beautiful to know.
And
What?
Ratanji Tata is a great, great man.
Yeah, definitely. He's the most trusted, and everybody is trust by his name itself.
Yes.
You don't need anything else. And sorry, what's your good name of your father, if I may ask?
Ram Swaroop Bajaj.
Okay, lovely. I'd love to kind of know about him as well. And one more is if you have to give one valuable networking tip for people in the fashion community, slow fashion community, like to know and build brand, meet people. What is a networking tip that you can provide?
The first thing, give value to people's money. Please, whatever you are making, give them value.
Hmm.
Whether you are selling for 100 rupees, you're selling for 1,000 rupees, at least they should feel that, yeah, they are spending their hard earned money. Value
Mm.
that money, value their time, value their preferences.
Mm.
So even if you are not working on plant based material, if you are not working on eco friendly, it is okay because we understand
Mm.
even the fast selling fashion has its own value, has its own importance in today's life. But at least value people's money, you know?
Yeah,
That is how your business is going to survive.
true.
So this is
Yeah,
one thing I think, everybody should remember.
definitely. Yeah, this is lovely. So that ends our rapid fire segment. I just one last question for the discussion is to know about the future vision for Fabcoast. What are you aspiring to build? Yeah.
I wish to hear from just some stranger on the road that, I wear Fabcoast, India's products.
They'll
That
be
they
wearing it.
they might be wearing it, they might be discussing about my product, they might be talking about someday I'm I just imagine that I'm traveling through train or aeroplane. I just happen to talk to somebody and they say, yes, we know, yes, we know Fabcos India. So that would be the most proud moment for me. And then I think i I know that I have done something for the company. My product has done, given something to the society. So that's what
Yes.
I want to do with my products, my company.
Definitely. I mean, you guys have the experience. You guys